Hello everyone and welcome. Every so often I have to recharge the air conditioner on my truck, telling me that I have a slow leak somewhere. For the longest time, I've just kept adding Freon, but that's starting to get a little bit expensive. So I've been thinking about getting all the tools together to drain down my truck AC system and find out exactly where that leak is. Once I fix the leak, then I have to recharge the AC system. A big part of recharging the AC system on a vehicle is pulling down a vacuum to clean out the system. So the other day I finally came across a vacuum pump that looked very good for the price and is cordless, making it very convenient. So I decided to get this guy and make a review for my viewers. This pump is also a better value than what Harbor Freight has to offer, so I decided to give it a go. So if you've been looking for a compact, lightweight, and affordable vacuum pump but didn't know which one to get, then stick around as I unbox and test this guy. Alright guys, so when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. So let's talk a little bit about some of the features that this guy has, but before we get started testing this guy, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you stay informed every time I do another product review video, DIY project, or a sale at a big box store where I can help you save more money. Alright then, so this is the 20V Cordless 2.5 CFM vacuum pump from Mellif, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this kit retails for $119.99, so $120. The warranty on this guy is 5 years, which is really quite long. And the dimensions on this guy are 11 inches by 7 inches by 3 inches in thickness. And this little guy only weighs 6 pounds, so it's very lightweight. So what do you get included in the kit? Well, you get the pump itself, you get a 4 amp hour battery, you get a fast charger, you get the owner's manual that tells you everything about this guy, how to set it up, take care of it, all that. You get the oil that you're going to need for this guy. And one key thing to point out is that these batteries are DeWalt battery compatible. So that's a very good feature right there. Now this pump has an 80 watt motor and runs on 20 volt batteries for convenience and portability. Now this kit includes a 4 amp hour battery that can run this unit up to 1 hour on a single charge. And one of the great features about this pump that made me decide to get it is that this guy will run on any DeWalt compatible battery. So if you have DeWalt batteries, you can run this unit all day long without worry. Plus, you'll never have to worry about finding a replacement battery for this guy because you can get any DeWalt battery to take this guy on. Now this unit produces 2.5 CFM flow rate and 5 PA vacuum, making it suitable for just about any type of vacuum for refrigeration or automotive use. This unit also has a very convenient oil sight level glass that I'll show you in a moment, and this guy holds up to 220 milliliters of oil, and that amount is included with the kit already. Now this unit has a lightweight aluminum housing, making it very portable and creating less noise. This pump only makes 75 decibels of noise, which is relatively quiet for this type of equipment. This pump also has an anti-backflow design to prevent any oil contamination when this unit is turned off. So this lightweight and compact vacuum pump seems to be very affordable and portable and great for just about any type of DIY or professional application. Like I mentioned previously, I think that this is a better value than what Harbor Freight has to offer. Harbor Freight gives you two choices for economical vacuum pumps, but they're both worse than this one. The Pittsburgh is cheaper at $100, but that is a corded pump, so you always have to struggle with a cord. On the other hand, the Hercules is a cordless pump, but it costs a lot more at $140 and does not include the battery or the charger. So that's why I thought this was a better deal, because it brings everything you need and costs less, so it's a better value for the money. And this guy also has a much longer warranty than anything Harbor Freight has to offer. So let's take a little closer look at this guy and then we'll see how it performs. Alright guys, so let's take a little closer look at this vacuum pump that I just got. And if you want to see the specs, let me show you. It has it right there on the side. That way you can read all the specs and everything about this guy, and you know a little bit better what you're looking at. So that's everything on this guy right there. So very lightweight, very compact little guy. It is aluminum, so it's not very heavy at all. On the bottom, it has 4 little rubber feet to be able to keep it from vibrating and making a lot of noise. And basically, you have vents like this on both sides. You have a nice little rubberized handle for picking it up and moving it around anywhere you need. This part right here, that's where you hook up your hoses for doing the vacuuming and so forth. On the back here, on the opposite side, that's where you have your simple on-off switch turn it on and off, and you're good to go. It does its job for you. Now, on the top here, that is where you put in the oil on the unit, and it basically unscrews, and you have quite a big port for filling it up. There you go right there. Now, this is a two-piece cap. I don't know if you can see that right there. You see it's two pieces, the top and the bottom, two different colors, making it easier for you. There is a little filter inside there that basically filters the air as it goes in and out. You see the breather. So every so often, you're going to have to open that up, clean it up, and re-oil that little filter to keep the air, nice and clean as it goes in and out of there. So keep that in mind. Has a little O-ring right there, basically to keep the oil inside where it's supposed to be. I'm going to put the oil in it in just a moment. And close that up. And on the front here, you have a humongous sight glass. And it does tell you min and max, as you can see right there on the right and left-hand side. And down here is where you drain the oil. Put a little Allen key in there, pull that out, and you can drain the oil out through there. So very convenient, very easy to use, very compact little design. I mean, very self-explanatory, nothing complicated about it. So that's how everything looks from all the different angles. And like I said, I'm going to see if I can hook this guy up, see what I can do in a moment, and see how it performs. But very nice little, simple little unit, and very cost effective, not very expensive at all, considering, like I said, a battery and charger and oil, everything is already included. So you can get this guy and start using it immediately instead of having to start buying oil, batteries, all that kind of stuff. And if you have DeWalt batteries, like I said, you can run this guy all day long. If you use it professionally, it's very convenient if you're like a mobile mechanic for either doing automotive AC systems or even refrigeration. This will work. Like on a house AC compressor, that kind of thing, this will work just fine on that. On a refrigerator or something like that, it'll work just fine. Now, commercial units, I cannot speak to that. That's a lot different environment right there than what I'm familiar with. So if you're doing large commercial projects, maybe you should get a little bit bigger pump than this. But for normal household and automotive, this should do just fine. So let's move along and test this guy. All right, so let's take care of going ahead and adding the oil to this unit. Now, I know this is a pretty self-explanatory procedure. I know some of you are going to say, why are you bothering to show this? Well, because I know someone is going to complain, you didn't show me how to put in the oil. So, you know what? I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, take off the cap, and let me show you. I didn't show you previously, but you can see right inside there, you can see how there's a little filter inside there. So that's what I was referring to earlier, that every so often you're probably going to have to clean it. So the filter is in the middle here under the black part. So there you go. Now, it doesn't bring any little funnel or anything with it. So you have to pour it in carefully, and it is sealed up. So you basically have to open it up. Let me get a little razor blade here and open this guy up. There you go. Get that off of there. So basically, you can just add the oil very carefully. If you don't have a little funnel or something, I'm just going to try to pour it in there. Let's see if I don't make a mess. But a little funnel would make it a whole lot better. Hey, there you go. I didn't make a mess. So you can keep an eye right there, and that'll show you exactly how it fills up. And it has a little baffle inside. So basically, it has to pour onto the baffle and work its way down. So probably I'll have to pour in this entire bottle. I'm pretty sure that's the 200 milliliters. At least that's what it says on the side of the bottle. Everything that it's going to need. Well, let's pour this in there and hope for the best. Seems to take a little time for the... Oh, there it goes. There it goes. It's starting to build up now. So there you go. Like I said, probably take the entire amount of the bottle. And let me see here. Where are we? Yeah, pretty much there's hardly anything left. And you can see right there, it is pretty much at the max right now. Should I pour in the extra a little bit? I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is, it says max right there. So what I may do is I'm going to run it a moment or two, see if it goes down, and then I may add the rest of it in there. But I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not. Right there, it says 7 ounces. And then over here, it says 200 milliliters, and that's what it was filled up to. So pretty much all of it should fit in there, and we'll check it in just a moment. So I'm going to check it off camera probably. So there you go. That is how easy it is to add the oil to this little guy. Fill it up. You see right there, it's filled up right to the max, and that seems to be it. So let's move along. All right, guys, so let's do a little bit of testing with this guy. I already have it hooked up to the gauge system, and I'll show you that in a moment. But that's how the unit looks like when you have the battery attached. That's a big 4 amp hour battery. Obviously, you could go smaller and have it be more lightweight, or you could go bigger and run it longer. So that's totally up to you. I filled it up with oil, ran it for a minute or so, and it doesn't seem to have consumed any. So you may possibly, every unit may be different, but at least in my case, I got a tiny little bit of extra oil. If it consumes it in the future, I'll just add it to it. No big deal. So I'm going to definitely hang on to that. So here is the gauge set right here. And like you see, I have the yellow hose attached to that over there. And normally you would attach the high and low pressure side to your vehicle, to your AC compressor, refrigerator, whatever it is that you're checking, testing, recharging, etc. So what you do is you see right here, normally we have a system right now that is at 0. When you're pressurizing, the gauge goes up. When you're vacuuming, the gauge goes down. So normally what you do on a normal operation is you want to get this guy down to 30 around there, and never generally goes below that. So around 30 is going to be your maximum vacuum, and you hold it there for about 30 minutes. That's what you do for a vehicle AC system when you're draining it out to make sure there's no water or contaminants in there before you put your Freon, your R134, etc. back in there. Don't worry about this gauge. This one works for R22, 12, etc. Not a big deal. They're all pretty much the same. So what we're going to look at right now is I'm going to turn it on, and this guy should go down to here, and then that'll show you right there that it is pulling a vacuum. So let's turn this guy on. And you see right there, it actually pulls it down quite nicely. Now, normally you would run that. It's not very noisy, but I know you don't want to hear that in the background. So I can hear it. I don't know if the microphone is picking it up. So like I said, normally you'll run that for 30 minutes and just let it cook away for a while. That way you burn off basically any water that's in the system. Because water, when you put it on the vacuum, you're burning it off. I know a lot of people have trouble understanding that. So you hold that at 30 for 30. Roughly speaking, that's a good number to remember, 30 for 30. And that's how that takes care of that. So you see that it does the job it's supposed to do. And it's not very noisy. I don't know if the microphone is picking it up, but I don't want to have to talk over that. So there you go. It's not very noisy at all. It does a good job, and it goes back up to 0 once I turn that off. So it seems to do a perfectly good job for what it's intended to do. All right, guys, there you have it. A review and demonstration of a very compact and lightweight cordless vacuum pump. I think this guy did a great job, and it's very affordable. Like I said previously, I know a lot of my viewers like to shop at Harbor Freight, so I always try to find you guys alternative products that are really good values. For the price of a corded Pittsburgh unit, you can get this cordless unit instead, and it has a much longer warranty. Aside from that, this guy has everything included and works with DeWalt batteries. That means that if you already have DeWalt batteries, then you have plenty of batteries to power this guy up and keep it going all day long. If you need to vacuum down your AC system, refrigerator, etc., then this guy will do a great job at a reasonable price. Check out the links below for all the information. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.